Okay, so let's unlock all the hidden characters in all these fighting games of Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Starting off with X-Men Children of the Atom. Go into the game settings, then to EX settings, and at the bottom it says Secret Characters. Set this option to Easy Select. You'll want to do this for every single game individually. There we go, Easy Select is on. After this, start the game. And here we go, okay. Now, above Wolverine, you're going to find Akuma, okay. Just push up. And above Cyclops is Juggernaut, just push up. There he is. And above Omega Red, push up, and you'll get Magneto. You can also access the hidden characters on the bottom section. Highlight Psylocke, go down, there's Akuma. Highlight Silver Samurai, go down for Magneto. And highlight Colossus, go down for Juggernaut. There you go. Now let's move on to Marvel Superheroes. This is the fighting game with the Infinity Gems or Infinity Stones. Once again, go into Game Settings, EX Settings, Secret Characters, enable Easy Select. Then start the game. Okay. Game is loaded. At the character select screen, if you push up above Spider-Man, Anita is there. If you push up against Wolverine, you find Doctor Doom. And if you go up above Magneto, there is Thanos. So push punch or kick to select them, which gives you the primary or the first color. You can also go below Captain America for Anita, below Psylocke for Doctor Doom, and below Shumagorath for Thanos. I'm also going to show you how to select their secondary colors in this game. If your character is on the top section, push up and hold up for about 4 seconds. Then push punch or kick while still holding up the entire time. After that, you'll see you have the secondary color for Thanos. There it is. If you just want to select their first or their primary color palette, then just highlight the character. No need to hold up for 4 seconds. Just highlight them, push punch or kick, and when they come down, there it is. The first color is selected. If your character is on the bottom section, just hold down for about 4 seconds. So there's Thanos. Hold down on the joystick. After 4 seconds, push punch or kick. And we'll see when he jumps down. Yeah, there it is, the secondary color. Okay, next game is X-Men vs. Street Fighter. So in the game settings, let's open it up. Then go to EX settings, and you'll see this game has no secret character option. And that is because Akuma is easily selectable in this game. Okay, here we are in X-Men vs. Street Fighter. There's the demo at the character screen. The only hidden character in this game is Akuma. He's at the very top. Just push up, and there he is. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this game. Alright, now over to Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. In this game, Norimaru is blocked out of the English version, so in order to access him, normally, you gotta play the Japanese version of this game. And just like before, let's go into Game Settings, then EX Settings, Secret Characters, and put it on Easy Select. After this, save the game and start it. Here we go. So in the Japanese version, the text will be in Japanese. There you go. But the intro is pretty much the same. So let's start the game, and Norimaru is at the very bottom. There he is. Now for the other hidden characters in this game, you're going to highlight specific characters on the screen. Hold the start button, then press punch for the first color or kick for the second color. If you want Cyber Akuma or Mech Goki, highlight Akuma, hold start, press punch or kick. And let's see, there he is. And of course, he fights alone because he is a boss character. By the way, this version of the game does not give you access to Apocalypse, which is kind of strange because in the PlayStation 1 version of this game, you could unlock Apocalypse. Okay, next one. Highlight Blackheart, hold the start button, then push punch or kick. You get Mecha Zangief. Then highlight Omega Red, hold the start button, then push punch or kick for Mephisto. This character, Mephisto, is an exact clone of Blackheart. There's really no difference except the color. That's pretty much it. However, Mecha Zangief is a bit different. He's a bit heavier. He's slower. He cannot block, but he breathes blue fire and he has a bit more armor as he walks forward. So I'll show you here. He's going to absorb certain attacks like that. Yeah, he has some armor. Really good armor. Okay, next one. Highlight Hulk. Hold the start button. Then press punch or kick for Evil Sakura. She has a different moveset than normal Sakura. Highlight Dhalsim. Hold start. Push punch or kick for Shadow. He's pretty much Charlie from X-Men vs. Street Fighter, but I think with one extra super move. Okay, next one. Highlight Bison. Hold the start button. Then push punch or kick. You get US Agent, which is a clone of Captain America. Then highlight Spider-Man, hold start, push punch or kick for Armored Spider-Man. This one does have a slight difference from normal Spider-Man, which I'll explain. So what is the difference between Armored Spider-Man and normal Spider-Man? Well, the armored version moves a little bit slower. The speed difference is very small, but there is a slight difference. The buff that he has does not work on heavy or normal attacks, especially launchers, but it's more beneficial against someone who uses the weak punch or weak kick attacks. So I'll show you here. See, those ones do affect him, but he does have a slight amount of armor versus weak punch and weak kick. But after around 3 hits, he does flinch. Okay, next game is Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Let's go into game settings, EX settings, scroll down to secret characters, and select this option to easy select. Save the game options, and then start the game. From the character select screen, you will have to highlight specific characters, and based on their location, you'll need to push up, right, or down to find the hidden characters. And from here, highlight Chun-Li, push up to find Orange Venom or Hyper Venom, whatever you want to call him. Highlight Ryu, push up for Orange Hulk. So if you're using Hyper or Orange Venom, his buff is that he always has this shadow trail behind his character. So this means he moves a bit faster than normal Venom. As you can see, yes, he is faster. However, he has a big nerf. He has a lot less health. Let me show you how much damage he takes from one super from Gambit up to the W of the word new hero. Okay, so we'll switch over to normal Venom, do the same super. As you can see, yeah, about half the damage. Yeah, so Hyper Venom moves faster, but he takes more damage. Now on to Orange Hulk. His buff is that he moves a little bit faster, and this could be noticeable in his back roll and his forward hop. However, his nerf is that he loses his 1 hit of armor, which means launchers on 1 hit will affect him. And also, walking into normals are going to affect him right away. You see? Orange Hulk also takes a bit more damage. I'll show you here with one super from Gambit, 37 hits. It stops at the end of the letter E in Hero. Switch over to normal Hulk, do the same super, and it does a bit less damage. So Orange Hulk is faster, has no armor, and takes more damage. Now let's go back to Green Hulk. His back roll and forward hop are a bit slower, but he has 1 hit of armor, which means the first hit is ignored and only the second hit is going to affect him. So 1-hit launchers are not going to work on him. They need 2 hits. Now highlight Zangief, push up, and you will find Gold War Machine. Pretty cool. Now highlight Mega Man, push right, and you find Roll. She's pretty much a clone of Mega Man, but her moves are not as good. Okay, Gold War Machine moves very slow. He cannot block. He needs to super jump to kind of get around. Like that. Because his normal jump is very low to the ground. There are some super moves that will not work on him because he has armor. The best super to use against him are ones that hit multiple times or like a fireball that has a giant beam. And also his own cannon super move shoots out missiles, but normal War Machine has a beam super on his cannon. Gold War Machine cannot fly like normal War Machine, so he has a lot less mobility. Now, let's go highlight War Machine at the bottom, then push down and you will find Lilith. She's pretty much a clone of Morgan. I mean, she has the same animations, but different sprites. Now highlight Gambit, push down for Shadow Lady. She has different moves than Chun-Li, so consult the move list within the game to find all her special moves and super moves. I don't think this collection gives you access to Onslaught in Marvel vs. Capcom, which again is strange because you could unlock Onslaught in the PlayStation 1 version of this game. Zangief can transform into Mecha Zangief in this game. The input is just a reverse dragon punch with weak kick, and it takes 1 bar of super meter. And he plays pretty much like before in the previous game of Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, where he has a lot of armor, he breathes blue fire, he's very slow and heavy, but he cannot block. Mecha Zangief also has a different super move with a 360 input and 2 kick buttons. So make sure you look at the move list within the game for all the inputs for everything. Ryu can also transform into a version where he borrows Akuma's move list. You need 1 bar of super meter, and the inputs are forward, down back, or half circle back, and hard punch. And if you want to use Ken's moves, it's the same input but with medium punch. And if you want to revert back to Ryu, the same input but with weak punch. The inputs for this are at the bottom. It's called Mode Change Ryu, Mode Change Ken, and Mode Change Akuma. And here is the final game, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes. So let's go into Game Settings, then EX Settings, and if secret characters are disabled, I'll show you what happens. And here is the limited roster in the game if that option is disabled. So let's go back to EX Settings. Under Secret Characters, you want to select the option for All Groups Enabled. This will allow all characters accessible right away. In this game, you can transform into Mech Zangief once again. The inputs are the same, and again, it requires 1 bar of super meter. Within the move list for Zangief, at the bottom, it's called Iron Body. And while using Sakura, you can transform into Evil Sakura from Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. The inputs are the same as Zangief, but this one requires 3 bars of super meter. If you look at the inputs for Sakura, it's at the bottom and it's called Dark Sakura Shift. And I don't think Abyss is playable on this version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Okay, so I think that covers every hidden character in these games. If I miss anything, then tell me in the comments section. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.